10 and dial the numbers in.
Oh,
He's got some issues.
Oh, ouch.
But
So look at the time.
But yeah, I mean, I was out at NASCAR this weekend in Fontana. Got to meet some really nice people. Got to meet some people that you normally wouldn't be able to meet on a regular basis. And I was able to say hello, introduce myself, introduce the Moxie brand. I had a couple people come up to me, ask me about what Moxie is.
That's awesome.
So people are interested in what's going on with it. Some people came up and said, "Hey, I've listened to you," which that absolutely was the shocker to me.
That's pretty cool.
When people come up to you and say, "Hey, I've heard you guys before. You're on that speaker radio thing."
No, it's not speaker, it's Spreaker. But hey, listen.
Like, yeah, but hey,
go ahead.
You know, it was a start, you know, and it just shows to the dedication that, you know, Sandy and Corey and Dom and Joel and
the other guy, Warren
now,
Sam,
and myself, you know, that we've, you know, put into this thing, that it's not falling on deaf ears.
Well, we're trying to get bigger and better all the time, and hopefully 2018 will be as big for us as 2017 was. I hear a little noise in the background, Mike. Does your wife have you doing the dishes again?
No, I'm actually cooking dinner.
Oh, okay. I knew I could hear some pans or some dishes or something. I just want to make sure that, you know,
a tutu.
I didn't want you to drop your phone in the soapy water.
No, I'm cooking dinner. We're having we're doing some pasta tonight and some spaghetti with some ground turkey.
We'll be there in about 20 minutes, Mike.
I've never seen you drive that fast to make it here in 20 minutes.
You've never
I've
ridden
seen you
with me
drive
either.
fast. I still don't think you'd be able to make it in 20 minutes. Maybe 25.
We'll be there, but I want you to keep us updated on Moxie through our chat group and otherwise about what's going on at Bakersfield. I know we posted some links about Santa Maria being rained out. Paris got rained out. Some of the other tracks we posted down your way that have been rained out. Merced also rained out, another big race. There was 3,000 to win.
This weekend they got their practice rained out. And so
Winnemucca.
did Tulare got theirs rained out as well.
Yeah,
and
Winnemucca.
they got tonight.
Well, Winnemucca
They got their World of Outlaws rained out as well. That's why they're going to be at Bakersfield Karting Experience.
Very cool.
Well, and the beauty is Winnemucca didn't get rained out. It got snowed out.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah,
that sucks for my drive back to Tucson.
Well, did you see that? I know Corey probably hasn't seen it because he doesn't do the NASCAR thing, but did anybody see the picture of Martinsville yesterday?
I did not.
No.
It looked like Green Bay, Wisconsin in the middle of December.
Wow. Snow City.
They had 8 inches of snow.
Man, that's crazy.
But their crew
Change
worked
required.
all night and did what they had to do. And today they were open for business. No snow anywhere to be seen at that track. It was great.
That's crazy. So
But
again,
it's amazing, you know, what people can do when they put their mind to it.
well, hopefully that crew can do that at Bakersfield and get that track prepped and ready to go. And Mother Nature's kind enough to let you guys race this weekend with the World of Outlaws. What other classes are on hand for that show, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, we've got World of Outlaws, we've got Modifieds, and we've got the Mod Lights racing this weekend. So it's going to be a jam-packed weekend of fun and horsepower if we can get it going.
All open wheel. So it's an open wheel spectacular at Bakersfield this weekend. Now these guys,
it's
we've seen the Mod Lights a few times down there at the Bud Nationals. Joel and Warren have, Warren's seen them the last 2 years. Joel got to see him this last year for the first time. Those are cool little race cars.
Dom wants to build one.
Yeah, they're awesome looking. They're, it looks like a modified and a dwarf car had a little kid.
It really does, but they look more. Those things are put together more like a race car than even say the dwarf cars are.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. They've got a
full tube chassis with a 9-inch rear end.
They've got the genetics of a modified and the size of a dwarf car.
It's a pretty cool deal. I hope to see that hit up here in the Northwest because that'd be a really neat little class. But I'm looking forward to getting down there to Bakersfield and working with you a couple times this year. That's kind of the plan. We'll see if it happens. Mike, we're going to try to start closing things up here. It's 8:20. I want to say thanks for taking your time to call in. We're going to get you on next week. We're going to talk about results from the World of Outlaws at Bakersfield, and you kind of give us the highlights of that show, and we'll talk about that and other things that have happened during the week down there in your way.
Yeah, I got to give some special thanks real quick. Linson Signs stepped up. They made some decals for me again to hand out to the crowds and to cover some of our stuff that we've got going.
Mm-hmm.
And I also want to thank Erin McDonald from California Speedway. I met her in Victory Lane, and she is there. She's in charge of executive sponsorship.
Very
and
cool.
She kind of threw me around there and showed me, help me be introduced to those people. So I wanted to thank her for doing that, because that was she didn't have to by any means. I'm just some dude standing out there, and she was more than willing to help out. So I thank her for that. And hopefully with that connection, it'll help us move forward. And I want to thank you guys, man, for putting Northwest Dirt News on the map every week and help letting me join in the fun for my little 15 minutes of fame here.
Well, we're getting ready to go into the meat of racing season, and it's going to get wild and fast from here. So be ready to be every Thursday night to give your California race report.
That's what I'm going to try to do. You'll catch the California Connection on Northwest Dirt News every Thursday.
I think there's some rum in that spaghetti or something. Mike, again, thanks, bud, for calling in. We're going to talk to you next Thursday night, probably about in the 7:30, 8 o'clock hour. Keep your head up and keep us posted what's going on down there with Bakersfield Speedway.
Will do.
Thanks,
and I'll
bud.
see you guys at the races.
Awesome.
All
Have a
right,
good night.
Mike.
Mike is he plugs everybody. I mean, if they do something to help us out, that's one thing he is so good at. He's always got the thanks, this, and this, and it helps. It helps because that's how we get those reoccurring people to help us out with sponsorship, or whether it be for banners. It's a cool deal to have. So, and he works hard down there. He's a one-man gig down there, so he's doing everything. Where we've got a crew up here, makes it easier. Mike's got his work cut out for him down there, but he does a great job, and we're glad to have him here at Moxie Meat Promotions. And guys, anything you want to say before we wrap this thing up?
I just have one question for you, Corey.
I might have an answer.
Who is Jamie Little?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
I know now. I didn't 2 days ago. I had no idea. But anyway, before we go.
That's sad.
That is very... Warren, you know who Jamie...
Oh, of course I know.
Warren knows every hot chick between Spokane and Tucson.
Whatever.
And especially the ones that reside at nursing homes.
Oh, you're just trying to get beat up.
See, that... Yeah.
So before we wrap this up and get out of here, Warren, I want to say thanks for being in the studio tonight. It's always a pleasure to have you, man. I'm glad you were a part of the crew. And
wish I could have got the team on tonight and talked with them a little bit, but that's okay.
We'll get them on.
They're all right.
We'll get you connected with the right people, and we'll get these guys on and talk results. But
talk
I want to
about
wish you a safe trip home as you make your way down to Tucson for the next big show down there with Cody Vanderwall and McGriff Jr. and Sr. And keep us updated on what goes on with McGriff Sr. We're interested to hear that.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Awesome. So, again, thanks for being here. And
thank you.
Everything that you've done for Moxie. And like I said, the door is always welcome. You're a lifetime member here, man.
Right on. Thank you very much.
You, so.
Appreciate that.
I want to say thanks for everybody tuning in tonight here on Northwest Dirt News. We want to say thanks to our sponsors. Guys, help me out. We've got Selma J Livestock. We've got James Gang Pizza, Northwest Trucking Academy. We've got Amco Transmissions. Help me out, guys. I can't do this all by myself. Bar S Motorsports. I wanted you to say it.
I'm like, Archer floor covering.
Archer floor covering. We've got them all.
We got so many we can't even remember them all.
That's a good problem to have, but without those guys, again, we cannot.
We got them all.
We can't do this without those guys, and we want to say thanks for their support, and we're really going to push those guys throughout the racing season and being an integral part of this whole Northwest Dirt News. You guys are awesome. We appreciate you. We love you, and we can't wait to see you guys at the racetrack in the next couple of weeks. We're going to step on out from the Amco Total Car Care studio here in Corvallis. You guys have a great night. We'll see you next Thursday night, and if we don't see you then, we'll see you at the races. Northwest Dirt News is a production of Moxie Media Promotions. You can contact us anytime at nwdirtnews@yahoo.com.
Take it easy. So right. slow